back to my channel. My name is Patty, for those of you who do not know, and y'all, we are finally getting into a life update. Life be lifing, things be changing, and it's time to talk about it. So I've actually been putting this video off for some time now. We gonna get into all of the things, but I would just like to say, if you saw the part of the title where I'm referencing my move to Charlotte and you're looking for details about moving, costs, movers, lessons learned, I highly suggest that you go check out the other video, because I was very honest. I gave you the numbers. You know, some people just be talking in general. Nah, I broke down everything that I spent, all the things I wish I would have known prior. So if that's the information that you really need, I would suggest you go and check that out. So I am going to start off with talking about the move, the relocation. And y'all, it's been amazing. It's been very amazing. I'm very happy with my choice. I have been here now for going into 8 months. Yeah. And it's been a really good time. And honestly, I think I did a really good job about doing my research. I really credit a lot to prayer, for one. You know how I am. If you watch my vlogs, you already know what type of time I'm on. Pray over everything you want out of life, everything you're nervous about, everything. I highly accredit to that, and also my actions. I know that a lot of people, I'm still hearing that a lot of people are struggling with making and building friendships and community here. So I really think it's just the community groups, y'all. Finding those social clubs and events to go to where you're just not singled out by yourself. Actually, my esthetician, my waxer, she's from Charlotte, but she's been branching out and making friends using the Bumble friendship app. So Bumble has different apps. There's different sections. So there's a section for dating, there's a section for friends. There's actually a business section too that I've also heard people be getting dates by. So the social clubs have worked for me. I'm very happy. Like, I'm having the time of my life. I'm trying all the things. I'm doing all the things. And I really don't have anything negative to say. I know people really don't like the traffic, but you know, I moved from an area that was way bigger than Charlotte. It had way more traffic. So for me, it's not a thing. But yeah, I'm really having a good time, and I'm really proud of myself for putting myself out there, being vulnerable, moving somewhere. I highly suggest it. If you can do it in your lifetime, do it. Y'all know recently I went to the Beyonce concert. My sister was here visiting, and we went to Haymaker to eat before, and there was this girl across the street. Like, her fit was it was giving, honey, okay? It was giving. And me and my sister were looking at each other, so like, do we say something? Like, we don't make her uncomfortable. But she happened across the street, y'all, and we invited her to have dinner and drinks with us. And we had the best conversation. She was younger. She was like 26 years old, y'all. And she had actually studied abroad in France. And like, the maturity, the lessons learned that you get from just jumping somewhere, moving somewhere, thrusting yourself into a new environment is something I recommend everybody, if you can, right? Family dynamics, financial dynamics may be different, but if you get the opportunity to jump into it, it teaches you not just about, you know, other people and other cultures and other demographics, but it teaches you a lot about yourself. And you learn that you're way stronger than you think that you are. I did write down a little cheat sheet, y'all, because you know I be rambling. I am enjoying right now going to Elevation. I do have plans this fall and this winter to explore other options. I was talking to one of my friends, and she was like, "Hey, you know, it ain't like back in the day where you just were a member of one church. You can have, you know, go over your different places. You might have your second or fourth Sunday here, your first and third there." And while I love Elevation, and while I love that it's so beautiful, being able to praise and worship God with people of all different ethnic backgrounds, Y'all, I'm missing some of that Black Baptist spirit. It's just something that I can't even put into words fully. It's one of those things where if you know, you know. And I'm also kind of a little bit sad because I feel like we're losing a part of our history. A lot of those songs and hymns that we've been singing since slavery. I don't know why that's about to make me like emotional, but I want that, you know. I want my kids to experience that. I want them to have safe spaces, especially in this country. Being an African American, you need those safe spaces, those open areas for community and dialogue. So that's what I'm thinking about. Still praying on it, you know, because I just feel like, I don't know. I really don't know. But I have been enjoying myself. I can't tell you that there hasn't been a Sunday that I've gone that I have not received everything that my heart really needed. Something else that's been, I guess I should update you guys on, is dating, y'all. I have finally, you know, been putting myself back out there in the dating environment. And while I can say it is very, very much ghetto, I'm trying. I really am. I got a homegirl that I have prayer calls with at least twice a week. And she was like, Patty, I need you to start believing it for yourself. Like, you believe it for everybody else, you see it for everybody else, but you need to start believing it for yourself. And she made me write down some affirmations for dating, and I've been saying them, y'all, every day. Sometimes I might be in the restroom, and I can honestly say I've been having some pretty decent experiences, way better experiences than I had in the DMV area, like for sure. But yeah, I'm trying, y'all. I've been, you know, even if things don't work out, I'm just, positive experiences is really what I'm looking for. I am, you know, ready for that next chapter of my life, but dating is difficult, y'all. It is difficult. I wish somebody would have told me it was gonna be this difficult, because I would have moved a lot differently in my 20s, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard, y'all. It's hard. And something else that I'm running into, kind of doing a little segue from the dating to the friendships thing, is I don't really think I was anticipating changes in friendships turning like 30 and getting into my 30s now, but things are changing, y'all. Like, I distinctively remember my emotions and feelings like after I graduated college, and it was kind of like, all right, bro, we don't got guidance counselors no more. It's not a sheet I'm supposed to be going by. Like, it's really just me out here trying to figure this life thing out and trying to look for jobs, and, you know, like, I spent all this bread, I still can't get where I want to be, which is so hilarious thinking back on it. But now it's kind of like you have a group of people who are getting married, having the kids. You know, you have your other group of people who are like career oriented, just like boom, 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 you know, going up the ladder. And then you got some people that are just kind of lost. Like, it's like, dang, bruh, I'm not in a relationship, I don't got no kids, my career might not be going where I want it to be. And it causes like pressure in your relationships. And you also start to feel yourself like changing. Like, it's a really, I don't even have the words, I feel like, to fully explain all the feels, but it's different. And it's also a mix of like, I'm getting into that I don't give a phase of life where I'm just like, bruh, if it's not aligning with me and I don't like it and I don't gotta put up with it, well, I'm gonna keep putting up with it. And it's hard. Like, I have someone very near to me that's getting married, and some people are finding it kind of hard to be happy for her because they don't have that in their life, which is, I understand it, but that's just not who I am. I can praise God while I'm still praying for mine. You feel me? I can celebrate my friend and be happy for her. Because one thing about it too, y'all, when y'all see people getting success in whatever area there is of their life, whether it's financial, whether it's relationships, whether it's career, you have no idea what people really have been through behind the scenes. And to see, there I go. To see people in your life winning and not be able to be happy for them, that's heartbreaking. That is so heartbreaking. Because when you get yours, you're gonna want them same people to clap for you. But I get it, and it is a different thing, right? It's different to look around and be like, dang, everybody has all of these things and I'm nowhere near that, right? It's the struggle of finding your identity and your work all over again. And ain't nobody put me on to the game. Like, I didn't know a lot of these feelings and challenges were going to resurface, especially when it came to friendships. I'm also kind of at this point where, like, I realized that while I thought I was helping people, that I was really enabling a lot of not so good behaviors. It's kind of, it's that balance of learning when to give and learning when it's like, this is a lesson you gotta learn and put your legs up under you yourself. But I just don't have it like I used to and wanting to fix everything for everybody. Like, I don't know if it's just a current season I'm in right now, but it's just like, I'm okay with you not calling me first. I'm okay with not trying to play God in people's lives. And as crazy as that sounds, y'all, it has like taken such a weight off of me. And that's not to say I'm not gonna be there for the people that I care about, right? But you shouldn't be stuck in the ride or die phase of any type of friendship or relationship. Like, you just shouldn't be there for years on years on years on years. Like, there's seasons of it. Like, I had a homegirl call me some months ago, kind of late in the night, and I was like, I know something wrong. You don't ever call me. And she had some really happy moments. So, things like that. That's just making things challenging. And it's also another element of like seeing yourself change and seeing that growth. I think we all had this idea in our minds that like growth was linear, bruh. That it was just gonna be this straight up, you just keep on growing. Within reality, that thing, like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. So when you're in your different seasons and everybody else, it's just, y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. And something else that I felt like one of the reasons I wanted to relocate personally when I thought about long-term raising a family is I moved from an area that was so much about career and money. And I can't believe some of these words are coming out of my mouth, but like, when you get it, it don't feel like you thought it was gonna feel. Don't get me wrong, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very blessed, and if God want to continue to add to my bag, I sure ain't gonna stand in the way and say no. But you realize that it's not your identity. And it was such like a trippy experience to be in that area and then sometimes go to my hometown and be around people who were, making half, maybe even less than half, and they're happy. Happy. They got families and friends, and they're so happy. And then it's like I will go back up, the DMV area, and it's like people got all these things, all the things you would think, right? You got the Lexuses, the Teslas, all them things, the houses, the designer, this or that, and they're not happy. It is weird. There was a quote by Jim Carrey that really resonated with me a lot, and if I can find it, I'll put it on the screen. But he was saying something to the effects of he really wished everyone got a chance to experience wealth so that they could see that it's not really what you thought it could be, and that it also don't change all your problems. Now, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, okay? Bread would change a lot of my problems, but it wouldn't change all of my problems. Life still happens. You can't control what's going on with your family, your friends, your health. Like, you can only do the best you can. And that's another thing that I feel like an element of why I've been feeling like a shift sometimes in relationships. It's like you're coming to start having all of these epiphanies, and you're changing, and the things you used to care about, you just don't care about anymore. And it's different. Like, it's like you're realigning. And I guess I kind of understand why some people say, like, yo, if I would have got married, younger, it would have worked out. Because, I mean, night and day, a decade can make it your life. So that's some of what I've been experiencing on that front. And also, y'all, my channel is finally starting to grow, and I'm very, very happy about it. But something that comes with that is negative comments, y'all. It has started, and honestly, I'm really good about it. Most days, I say good 99% of the time, I'm like, bleep. Like, I won't even let my mind, like, read it. I don't screenshot it. I don't tell nobody about it. I just try to, knock it out real quick. But there was this one day, y'all, that this little shawty girl left me like a little paragraph at like 7 something in the morning, that I was like, Lord, I deleted it. But you know how, like, you delete something, but then you be thinking about it, or you get into an argument and you think about all the things you wish you could have said. And I was just so irritated. And I was like, ugh, this is the game. This is what happens. I knew this was going to start to happen. But most of the people who are commenting are very, very sweet. And I really, really deeply and truly appreciate it. But y'all, that little girl that left that little paragraph, catch me outside. How about that? And she wasn't even like, I'm okay with people disagreeing. But like, she was coming from my personality, and it was just like, bro, I don't know what's going on with the world with people becoming so delusional that they forget that you can stop. Like, you can stop watching. You can click to something else. You can move on about your day. So if something's bothering you, why are you continuing to look at it? And I was like, you know what, God, maybe you just want me to pray for this person. Because clearly, what's going on with you, like, for real? What is really and truly going on with you for you to say something like that to somebody? First thing in the morning, too, at that. Like, what's really going on with you where you felt the need to say that? Everything that comes to your heart and mind, you don't have to say. So what's really going on with you? What are you projecting? What you not happy about? Because be happy over here. And I'm going to continue with my instant replays because that's what I like. So yeah, that's something else that's, been going on. But not often. It's not often at all. And I'm really, really good about just moving it. And I try to remove it really fast too, because my friends and family be watching. And I can tell you that they don't want that type of smoke. Let me get it to a first before they get out of here and knock it out. And my sister also was sweet enough to offer to start, like, narrating when she sees it, because you actually can give control, like, for people who have, like, those larger channels and platforms. You can assign somebody else to it to have access to it, and they can go in and comment on your behalf or clean things up for you so you don't have to deal with it. Because it can play, a heavy toll on your mental health. And rolling into the mental health thing, y'all, I'm actually finally at a place where I'm ready to start looking for a therapist, y'all. I've actually been going through, like, online scrolling, trying to see who I think would be a good person, because, y'all, it is August and fall is coming. And not sure how long you've been rocking with me, but I do get the winter blues real bad. And I also wanted to start it so that they can see me as I am now. Because sometimes I feel like, because people use, like, certain terms so much, and if they don't see your before, they can't really see that shift. But I promised myself last year that I was not gonna not do anything about it again. Like, I wasn't just gonna try to work out and eat healthy and do the saunas. Like, I was gonna PSA, if you're dealing with people in your life who have come to you about depression, the outdoors can help, okay? But sometimes you need help. And when I say sometimes you need help, sometimes you need a professional, sometimes you might need medication. And when you say things like that, that can be very triggering to somebody. That can push somebody over the edge. And if you've never personally dealt with depression, it's not something you can understand. It's not just just think about this positive thought and everything's gonna change. That's not what it is. So I'm gearing up to do that so that I can be better prepared for that season, because I know it's coming and I know I'm trying to be proactive. I take the vitamin D and all those things, but growing up, trying to prevent what I can, do what I can that's actually in my control. And something else, y'all, this is probably gonna be it. I didn't really feel like rapping too long, but it has been a really and truly interesting experience of people meeting you when you are in your more healed version of yourself, your more successful season of your life. Y'all, I'm really, sometimes I'm probably a little too good at ignoring things and letting things slide, little comments and shade here and there. But y'all, and I think what really be like pissing me off, to be honest with you, is that, bruh, it's be my generation too. Like, it be the generation that didn't even grow up, heavy with technology and social media, that'll look at your life and assume that's the way it's always been. And I've been battling like how I've been addressing it. Like, some days I'm really good about just ignoring it. And then some days I'm like, but baby, you were shooting with me in the gym. Like, where were you all the years that I was insecure, that I was suicidal, that I was working 2 or 3 jobs? Like, where were you? You weren't there. And somebody had even made a comment about like my relationship with my sister. And I'm like, bruh, what you see now doesn't mean it was always that way. Like, my sister is my bestie now, but we went through our things. We're human. We go through things. Everything ain't Gucci all the time. And then last week, because this been on my mind and my heart, like, it's been making me mad, y'all. Like, it made me want, almost kind of like, how dare you? But then, y'all, I had been praying about this for a while, because it's just like, for one, why am I explaining myself to anybody? 2, people aren't entitled to knowing your story, especially when they're coming at you making assumptions and judgments that don't pay none of these bills. And lastly, y'all, I finally had this revelation of like, but God. And it was a moment of like, yo, God has really changed my life. Like, people want to know the recipe, but that's what it is. And I'm so thankful and grateful that that's what it is. I'm grateful those relationships and my family. My sister means everything to me. She's my best friend. She's the first person that I call when something's not right. She's my number one go-to. And to look at where things were versus where things are now, mostly due to my fault. I'm not a very easy person to deal with, to live with, all those things. Like, prayer works. Prayer changes things. And even my life, like, y'all, I've been working consistently, nonstop since my senior year of high school, and that wasn't even like my first job. Like, as soon as I could start making bread, y'all, I was like, okay, sign me up. I found out they had like this governor's youth program or mayor's youth program where you could work in the summertime when you were in like middle school, high school, which also helped build up your resume and help you go to colleges and put all that stuff down. Because y'all, I remember when minimum wage was $5 and some change. I remember when. And then high school, senior year, I started working. I was in like a business co-op type of program. And I worked all throughout college. There were so many things that I missed out in events in college because I was working. I did the 2 jobs thing for years. Like, you want to talk about exhaustion. And even after I graduated college, I remember everybody was going on trips and going to all these parties, y'all. And I went to work the next day. Picked up a second job a couple months later, y'all. And I was working both those jobs, like at least 3-4 days. It was going from one to the other. And I made myself come home every single day, y'all, after working them long days. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna still put in 4 applications a day. And I did that for a little over a year before I finally got my first job in the DMV area. And I remember calling my auntie cousin, and I was like, can I please, just come stay with you until I, get on my feet and figure things out? And she said yes. I got the job 2 weeks later. I packed up my car and I was out. And I'm a big believer of, the scripture that says like faith without works is dead. You got to do the work, but God will always open a door. And I was like, you know what? I don't even know how much of this is about to be after taxes. I don't know how I'm going to do this. The training was full-time, but the position was actually part-time. So after, training and it went to part-time, then I had to pick up another job just to, be able to pay the little bit of bills I thought was a lot of bills then, just to get by. And I was exhausted, y'all. But I just kept trying. And then God just opened one door after another door, after another door, after another door, after another door. And here I am. So I've been trying, wrestling with that in my spirit, because sometimes I do get mad, when people be throwing them little shady comments like, I wasn't born with a silver spoon. However, I was born with amazing parents. And having amazing parents is one of the most precious gifts that you can do for a child. To have that. And I know that. And I'm very, very blessed and fortunate for that. But like, to see my life then to now, honey, I'm happy. A lot of the push, I don't know if I ever told y'all, I think I did, is some of the cozy conversation videos, which I haven't done. I completely fell off of those. I've been thinking about resurfacing and bringing it back, but calling it something else. But a lot of this push for me trying new things, y'all, is I had a lot of death in my family, a lot of sickness, especially in like 2016 to like 2019. I mean, it was just like thing after thing, family member after family member. And when you see certain things, when you see how quick your life can change, when you see how quick your health can change, and really understanding that you're not guaranteed to wake up tomorrow. Like, you hear older people say that stuff all the time, but you really don't know. You don't know if you're about to get in your car and go out to get something to eat, and you about to get a car crash, bro, and that's about to be it. You're not guaranteed to live to 100 years old. You just don't know. You don't know what crazy type of diagnosis could be coming in a week or a month or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to start a bucket list when I'm 50, 60 some years old. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it right now. I'm single, I'm young, I'm healthy, I ain't got no kids. I've been blessed career-wise, financially, so we gonna try all the things. And if I don't like it, I can stop. If I want to move back home, I can, but we're gonna try. And I hope that encourages somebody to know that how much your life can change, how quick your life can change, to not. It can look different. It could be having a paint night. It could be starting art. You know, I don't necessarily believe that everybody's got to be an entrepreneur. I do believe that some people have the God-given gift of managing, Some people can just walk into organizations and keep that thing running, make it run better than you could have ever imagined. But try it. If it's been on your list, if it's something that's burning in your spirit and your heart that you want to do it. Even if it's little stuff from I always wanted to have orange hair. Go get you an orange wig, girl. Go do your thing. Who gon' stop you? Nothing but a hater. Somebody that's miserable and unhappy with their own life. So yeah, y'all, that's just a high level overview of what's been going on with me. I also would like to say thank you so much to those of you who had DM'd me about my dad. He is doing, I'm getting choked up because y'all was so sweet. Y'all were so sweet. He's doing really, really good. He will be cleared to go back to preaching, I think on my birthday, actually. Yeah, September 9th, they said, you're clear. You're done your cardiac therapy. He's doing good. So good, y'all. Oh, I be doing this thing. His arm after surgery was really, really messed up. One of the nurses believed that they hit a nerve while they was trying to put in his IV. And y'all, after surgery, he couldn't even open up his own hand. The nerves weren't connecting correctly. But now, y'all, he can move his hand. It's gotten so much better. He's been working on it. So proud of him for using his little stress ball and doing his exercises. His pinky finger is still a little bit weaker than the rest of them, but he can pick up stuff good. He's got his grip back. He's strong. He's walking, talking. You know, he was cracking jokes when he was still at the hospital, because that's one thing my dad do is he gonna make you smile. He gonna make you laugh. So he's doing really, really good, y'all. And I thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really, really truly thank you. For those of you who said prayers, for those of you who asked about him, he's doing very well. So well. My mom was like, he gonna be back to walking off without me. Because he be, my dad be walking fast. She said he about to be zooming, leaving me behind again. So yeah, y'all, this is a life update, a little bit of things that's been going on with me. If you too are out here in these dating streets, keep hope alive, okay? Because they out here. I believe it in my heart, in my mind, and in my spirit. The good people are out here. It's just, I don't know why it be so hard to run into each other. We just be missing. And we gotta cross paths. And in the meantime, I'm going to continue to live my life and have fun. So again, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, supporting everything that I do. And I'll catch y'all in another video. Bye.